Ja, artige kan ikke tåle det.
we bought here. So iPhone nummer, mijn computer. Ja, dan gewoon een snap.
Ai, juro, tô dizendo.
Stop on the side of the road and open the lights. They usually can stand between the lights.
I don't know, go where he's going.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey.